So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Aimed beyond the defence. That's very neat. Makaleli. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific effort! And that is well cleared. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nesta calmly anticipates. Van der Sar clears. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple.
Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Might be danger here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a towering header! That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Rizal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that is masterful defending. Stam, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Shevchenko. He's in a great position. Big chance! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Rizal! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Zanetti proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kaka. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. And here's Shevchenko. Zanetti. He's got away. Swings it across. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's chosen to go back. Zanetti tries to pass it through. And this is Shevchenko! Tries to get it clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Can he get it through? Shevchenko. It's a searching pass. Ferdinand cuts out the pass.
There they go, hunting again.
And he can clear it away. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. So the action resumes. Oh, Red, nice interception. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's in one-on-one. Oh, well played. Cafu gets it clear. And here's Zanetti. Eto'o. And they've got rid. Now, can they get him away? And that's a good ball. And the shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Milan get their fourth quarter. Shevchenko! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Kaka. Vieira. And it's Gattuso. And that has put paid to that. Tries to play it through. Rizal gets into a good position. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Check to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Cruyff.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now there's a fine ball. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eto'o being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, better communicate.
Oh, he's all alone! Shevchenko! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. Great chance! And that's in. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
All right, Shevchenko. Stam cuts it out. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's found space here. Gattuso. Now Kaká. He is through here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And they're back on the ball again. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Eto'o. Neymar. And it's Zanetti. 75 minutes played. Rizal goes for the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Shevchenko going after that. Vieira. And here's Shevchenko. Quality ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Great vision. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. He came in hard, very hard. Stam gets across to intercept that. Cafu. Stam. And it's Vieira. Played out to the left flank.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Just eases him off the ball. Driving forward. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Munich appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Ball is over the line. Vieira. Gattuso. Rummenigge.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And that's going to be a goal kick. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Maldini. And that is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Rizal on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surged forward.
And a fabulous... Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Vinicius Junior. It's Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos, he's got away. Roberto Carlos delivers. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Messi. Now what about a counter-attack? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, this is a great... And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Ekitike has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Messi, oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the far post. Hullet finds himself offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha, first quarter of an hour gone. Oh, important interception. Nicely spread. So it is still 0-0. That's an imaginative pass. Pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. It's a searching pass. That has not gone well. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Brazil definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Koller dominates aerially so often. And it's Hullet. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Can he get it through? Ekitike. In towards the back stick. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivered across. Tries one from range. Oh, it's come loose. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Now he's got space here. And he was quick to react. Turns back here, probably the best option. Threads one in. Now, can they get him away? That ball looks a good one. He's shifting through the... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Pele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Terrific effort! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He has a look up. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Pele. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It is a corner, good chance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. Goes for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's a goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew it.
And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Argentina have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 18. Entrará al campo.
And we get things going again.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Argentina leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Vieira makes the interception. Argentina come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And he's managed to get free. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice physical challenge. Ekitike, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's a lovely, neat pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Ekitike. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That's got him rattled. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Tries to play it through, and he's picked it up out wide. He's found the way through. Schmeichel getting this one clear. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Ronaldinho. Messi. He's had a shot! Searching pass he's played there.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nicely shaped ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Bullish header! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Messi. Se está realizando un cambio.
So here comes a substitution. Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Tries a measured ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And he's managed to get rid. And he's intervened well there. Argentina are looking to break at pace. Bergomi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Vinicius Junior has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That's a lovely, neat pass. Raul. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. Real chance here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was... He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in! And what a climax we have here!
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And the pass is intercepted. And this is Hullet. Great vision.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo
Ferdinand
reglamentario.
is there to clear. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's nice. Roberto Carlos. That's that, the end. Argentina have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, how will we look back on that?
Argentina really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
Well, a quick look at this lineup, and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
He'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on it. A truly great competitor.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. The ball has bounced loose now. Looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adriano. He's in a great position here. He is through here. He's rising! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Ambitious ball here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's very neat. Oh, he's having a go! And that is wildly off target.
Lahm probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to make the challenge. That's gone loose. Cross needs to be good. Bergomi makes the interception. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Caught offside that time. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Vinicius Junior is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Brazil are looking to break at pace. Raul gets on his bike and on the move. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ekitike really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Vieira can get it clear. Now there's a fine ball. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Raul. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Can he get it through? And the pass is intercepted. That's a cute ball. Morris ended up in no man's land. He's well positioned here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Argentina faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So perhaps now the breakthrough. He scores for sure! The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's found the way through. It's Ronaldinho! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that. Just couldn't quite get it on target.
Roberto Carlos. And they win it back again. Now this could be a chance. A good take in a good area. Ball's gone out of play.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 22. Entrará al campo. Número 2.
Argentina have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. And he's running through. Shot at goal! Bergomi tries to clear. Del Piero.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
No way through. Del Piero! It's hit the upright. Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Del Piero wins the duel this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Nedved. Now, can they get him away? Pedri picks it up out wide.
Se van a jugar 2
Oh,
minutos
super
de
find.
compensación.
Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this? Now that's well seen too. And here's the chance to counter. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. And it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 8. Lo reemplazará. Número 19. Cambio.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Del Piero. Vieira. And it's Del Piero. Nicked it back promptly. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And he's quick to get rid.
Argentina clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
This is the time you need that pace.
Vinicius Junior. That's going wide left. Messi. Oh, it's Dembele. He's a sharp little ball here, and that's played in low.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Big chance to get at them. Oh, it's come loose. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. And he whips it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Ronaldinho taking charge of the dead ball. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Quite brilliant! Ronaldinho! A finish of true class! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Over to the right flank. Del Piero. And here's Dembele. Well, that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. Now this could be a chance. Ekitike. And he is decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 2.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número
A case
24.
now of complete
Número
control.
18.
Well, their
Se está
manager seems to
pensando
have
un
them
cambio.
always thinking about...
Ah, he's given it away. He's got away. No foul, says the referee. Argentina have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. He's picked his way through. Could go all the way here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. That pass has been well intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a good ball out wide. Tries to play it through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's
Se van a
Stojkovic.
jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He has found the way through. Collar. And the finish! It's in! So smooth. A signature finish. Yeah. And we're done. Argentina perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Señoras y señores, es hora de
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Jim, who do you pick out as the... Oh, good climb! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
And he's managed to get free. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a searching pass. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ibrahimovic. Messi. And it's Gullit. Now it's Mbappe, and he's been shifted off it. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Toure cuts it out. And he is deftly away. Pedri! Goal! Brazil! The first significant strike. Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Spread out to the left. Vinicius Junior. He is just caressing the ball. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi does well not to be outdone there. Vieira. There's a counter-attack chance here for Argentina. That is good alertness.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's picked his way through. And he was alert to it. Quick look, then plays it in. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's Gullit. Oh, red, nice interception.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! He lifts the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Yaya Toure. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Brazil do have a chance to counter here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He can run onto that. Dembele. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe gets flagged offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 6.
Argentina choosing
Número
to
2.
make the first change.
Número 11. Número 3. Entran
Ronaldinho.
número 28.
And that interception
Número
was
15.
most necessary.
Número 5.
He has found a
Número
way
20.
through. Messi. Time and again they are repelled. Now then, the ball's come loose. Ah, he's given it away. And they've got rid. That's where it came from. Ronaldinho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Knocks it into space. Steaming on goalwards.
Se agrega
Tries to
un
play it
minuto
through.
al tiempo
That's
reglamentario.
positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Cambio.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a goal kick. Dembele. And it's Dembele. Dembele. That's good play. And here's Pedri. He's having a pop! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Ronaldinho. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Ibrahimovic! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
I think this defence could do themselves a massive favour by being more decisive, more communicative. They're being penetrated too easily, too often.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's Ronaldinho. Messi. That's good running with the ball. Goes for a shot! Has another go! And he's heaved it away. Great vision. Always onto this. Messi picks it up out wide. Messi. Lahm delivers.
Well played and well cleared.
And a chance! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Vieira certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
cambio en Argentina. Número 13.
So changes afoot here and from both
Número
sides.
22. Se está realizando un cambio.
Eze. Now it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Oh, good read. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shot could be on. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Schneider. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. And they win it back again. Yaya Toure. That's Vieira. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? And this is Schneider. Schneider's... Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Messi. Neymar. Now it's Hullet. And this is Eto'o. And he's certainly onside here. And that's the keeper's ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Hullet. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! And got to be quick to recover this. And that's been intercepted. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Rijkaard tries to clear. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely shaped ball. Stojkovic in acres of space out wide. Neymar chasing after it. Messi. Messi ventures forward. Tries to pass it through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Hullet. Stojkovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball is over the line. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely passing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that has not gone well. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rizal. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Neymar. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Aimed at the far side. Tries to get it clear. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They've got to throw in. Great vision.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed.
Shot, surely! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Rizal. That's good play.
Rizal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Makaleli. Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah,
Shapes to shoot! And that was struck with genuine force.
well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No way through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Varane gets across to intercept that. Pelé. And now the breakaway. Stood up well to him there. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Now he's got space here. Ferdinand. That's good running with the ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Nedved.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Knocks it into space. And this is Neymar. Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a pretty loose pass. Shot a goal! And what a big quick to it. Oh, what has happened here? And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee has blown for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
And here's Neymar. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vieira. Saliba. He's found a way past. Plays a sharp little ball here. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that has put paid to that. And that is a little undercooked. And he's quick to return it. Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rizal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ah, lovely feet. Rizal going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira powering forward here. Rizal is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Now it's Pelé.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Tries to play it through. Nedved. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Can he latch on to this? Lovely bit of skill. Cross to the back post. Van der Sar claims it without any fuss.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's a dangerous ball. Vieira. Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk. Well read, nice interception. Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. Neymar! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 14. Lasciano il campo per
Well seen,
il
saw
numero
that
19.
coming.
That's great positioning, so good
Il
from him.
numero 24. Ronaldinho. Il numero 11. Ecco, attenzione, un cambio.
Ronaldinho. Shevchenko chasing after it. Vieira.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually...
And Messi! Oh, and that should have been two.
Messi really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Shevchenko looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Numero 11.
Milan have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Saliba gives no quarter whatsoever. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread it left.
Un minuto di recupero.
Where it came. There's the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's the end. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So let us enjoy the company here of one of Indonesian football's principal pioneers, Jim.
A cracking player, Peter, who showed amazing leadership as well as all the qualities of a terrific winger.
Atep Rizal, akin to royalty. Quality ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Eto threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Azar. Great vision. Shevchenko. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Nicely aimed pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. And it's Hullet. Well played right in... Eto! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's picked his way through. Cross goes in there. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands. Knocks it into space. Not the most accurate pass. And he's been shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Looking for the run.
Chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element...
And it's been given away. Pull it. Now it's Pele. Mateus chips it through. Van der Sar claims comfortably. And he was quick to react. Now it's Pele. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Short changes him with that pass. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, well measured. He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Half an hour played now. Zanetti. Zanetti ventures forward. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Backward it goes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Shevchenko. And this is Messi.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Zanetti. Pull it. This is a promising build-up. He'll try from distance. Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Lam. Makaleli.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Pele.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Azar. Mateus. Now, can they get him away? Azar. Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
And that interception.
It's Azar!
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Cross it. And one more try! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
So let's get the ball rolling.
El dorsal 22.
Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Zanetti.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, sweet feet.
And this is Shevchenko, and a shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And this is Eto'o. Shevchenko. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Bullet.
Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Pele. And he is deftly away.
Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good-looking ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rizal. Eto'o. Bale. And that's been shapes to shoot!
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And he's there to get it away. And here's Shevchenko. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Bale taking charge of the dead ball. Looking to widen the gap even further here. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Oh, that's a key interception. Baresi gets over and intercepts.
Tries to pass it through. Ferdinand cuts it out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that was very necessary. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rizal is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Eto'o.
It's a goal kick. Makaleli. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zanetti. Hazard venturing down the left.
That's going in strongly.
That'll be a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Será sustituido por...
And he's there to clear it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Nedved. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's having a good look here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Bale! It's hit the crossbar! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Messi. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. He has a look up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Messi. And Messi! And that is doing no harm at all. Zanetti. That looks a decent ball. Nedved. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played back to the goalkeeper. Bale. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Milan e Arsenal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. So let us enjoy the company here of one of Indonesian football's principal pioneers, Jim.
A cracking player, Peter, who showed amazing leadership as well as all the qualities of a terrific winger.
Atep Rizal, akin to royalty. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. And he's gone looking for safety. Vieira. That has been cut short. Kaka. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion. Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rizal. Varane does really well to win the ball there. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Toure spots it and intercepts. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Messi. And he's heaved it away. Nicked it back promptly. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Shevchenko. He's beaten the last man. Shot a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They want to be quick to recover this. And again! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Out towards the flank. And it's Zanetti. Referee's given a throw. In he goes again. It's in. And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I've been a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's going across goal. Toure wins the duel this time. Great, and the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.